Isang resolusyon ang inihain sa Senado para imbestigahan ang pagguho ng ilang mga tulay sa bansa. Kasama riyan ang Kabagan Santa Maria Bridge sa Isabela na bumagsak noong February 27. At kaugnay niyan, makakausap po natin DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Secretary Bonoan, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Magandang gabi, Pinky, at magandang gabi po sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Sir, si PBBM mismo gusto pong malaman kung sino daw dapat ang managot dito sa pagbagsak ng Kabagan Santa Maria Bridge sa Isabela. Meron na ho ba kayong initial findings tungkol dito?
Meron na po kaming technical assessment and investigation that was conducted by our people in the field and dito sa mga Bureau of Design namin dito sa Central Office, who went there after just after the collapse of that segment. So they have already submitted their initial investigations on the collapse of that segment of that bridge, Santa Maria Kabagan Bridge. No? So that bridge kasi po was actually designed, detail engineering designed by a local consulting firm. He completed the detail engineering design in 2013 po yata, 2013. And the civil works started late 2014. And the construction work continued on until 2018. Pero hindi pa ho nadaanan ng mga sasakyan yan because there were some retrofitting works that were needed to be done. At that time that were decided to be done actually while it was initially completed. So yung retrofitting works actually involved actually yung sa para earthquake and some adjustments in the design na parang tulay. When the retrofitting works were completed in 2023 and in 2024, we opened, the contractor opened the bridge in February this year, no? For light vehicles only kasi he wanted actually to see if anong performance ng bridge nagawa. But unfortunately, nung inopen niya yung bridge, there were several passages of heavy vehicles, mga trucks na overloaded. And in February 27, February 27, nag-collapse yung
Secretary,
isang
siguro
segment.
ang tanong ho dito, ang naging problema ho kaya ay yung pagdaan nitong overloaded na truck o meron hong problema mismo talaga doon sa tulay?
This is what we are trying to do, but initially po, ang kuha namin dito, well, the initial conclusion that we are looking at now is actually because of the passage of the heavily loaded trucks which na-overstress yung some of the segments of the bridge by more than 200%. Kasi yung mga trucks that passed by in convoy actually we're weighing actually ang estimated namin is actually about more than 100 tons, no? When in fact dapat lang ang permissible weight na design for that is actually about 44 tons. Yung mga ganun po.
Halos kalahati, Secretary. Halos kalahati lang po nung dumaan na truck na yan ang pwedeng dumaan dito sa tulay na ito, 44 tons, sabi niyo po.
Yung weight, yun po. Yung bigat ng truck. Dapat ganun po. And ang kwan po kasi they were in convoy at that time. Pero ang information po namin, since it was open, marami na po yung dumadaan na ganon ding klaseng truck. And that night, when it collapsed, tatlo po yung magkakasunod na truck. Yung una, nakalampas pa rin eh. Yung pangalawa, yun po yung sumusunod sa naunang truck, yun ang naabutan ng pagbagsak ng third span.
Balikan ko po yung sabi niyo, Secretary, 30 truck ang dumaan. Yung una po ay nakalampas.
Dalawa.
Dalawa lang po.
Dalawa lang po. Tatlo po sila. Yung isa nakalampas, yung pangalawa po, yun ang inabutan ng pagbagsak. Yung pangatlo po, umatras na.
Umatras. Secretary, pasensya na ho kayo sa baka simpleng
Yes po.
tanong, ano po. Magkano ho itong bridge na to? How much is it, sir?
1.2 billion yata, 1.2 billion po yung from the start to the finish, including all the detailed mga consultancy services and yung construction
Okay.
works, including
1.2
po yung
billion.
retrofitting.
At
Yes
ano ho
po.
ang haba nito, Secretary?
I think about close to 1 kilometer po yata ito, 900, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, 980, 960 meters.
So, tatanungin ko na po yung aking simpleng tanong. Sa ganito ho
Opo.
bang kamahal na tulay na 1.2
Yes, ma'am.
billion, ano po, na 1 kilometro po ang layo, kapag meron ho bang dumaan na mga overloaded na truck, ay sadya ho talagang magko-collapse ng ganyan, nakabago-bago, sir?
Ay, not siguro naman na hindi naman siguro na magko-collapse kaagad yan. Sa tingin lang namin hindi magko-collapse kung hindi yung parating may dumadaan na truck. Because it will overstress naman yung tulay pagka tuloy-tuloy ang pagdaan ng mga heavy trucks. Yun lang po ang ano. Kung paisa-isa lang, I think hindi naman po siguro. But in time, pagka marami na po yung dumadaan yan, talagang mai-stress naman at mai-stress yung members ng tulay siguro.
Kaya ako nga po natanong yun, Secretary, I hope you don't mind. I need to ask this again. Dahil
Yes po.
kakabukas lang po hindi ho ba?
Yes, but actually ganito po yon. I think yung tulay na yan is not yet turned over to the government, no? And actually doon po sa yung result of the investigation, hindi po talaga pinapadaan yung heavy trucks, yung mga trucks muna. Nakalagay po doon sa signboard nila from both ends of the bridge that only for light vehicles are allowed. Trucks are not allowed. Ganun po. Because they're just trying to see how the retrofitting works would perform actually. In fact, dapat the department would have scheduled actually yung confirmatory loading test muna bago naman padaanin yung mga all kinds of traffic po.
And who's supposed to do that confirmatory loading test?
I think this the department is part of the kwan ho ng department for it to accept the bridge. Pero hindi po nagagawa.
So, hindi po nagawa yun?
Hindi pa po, hindi pa.
Okay. We were able to speak to Governor Rodito Albano, sir, no? Ang sabi nga niya, he was just presupposing. He told us that this design that you had mentioned back in 2013 is a Japanese design. Pero, for obvious
Hindi
reasons,
po.
go ahead, sir.
Let me correct. Yung final detail engineering design for the bridge is actually done by a local consulting firm po.
So, originally Japanese design and then finalized by a local firm. Would that be correct, sir?
I don't think it was done by a detailed engineering design by a Japanese firm, no. Wala ho, I don't have any record on it na sinabi nila na meron ng detailed engineering design ng Japanese
All right.
consultant or whoever. But the final detailed engineering design that was approved by the department at the time was prepared by a local consulting firm po.
So, the initial conclusion of the investigation would point to overloading, sir. Ay yung pong...
For now po. For now, because we are still continuing our assessment on the integrity of the bridge or if there would be anything that we'll find kung ano pa yung other causes of the collapse po of that segment.
Okay.
Kasi for me, I think it's a new bridge, but there were retrofitting that had to be done. That is why I said, let's look further into the structural integrity of the bridge, actually, and how it was designed and how it was constructed.
And to follow up on that point you made, Secretary, para na rin po sa aming kaalaman, bakit ho ba
Yes po.
ang bagong gawang tulay ay agad-agad nire-retrofit? Is that regular?
It's not regular. That is why I have asked our people actually to look deeper into the reasons why it has to be retrofitted and why it took so long actually after the initial works have already been done. Kaya yun po ang pinatitignan ko pala kung bakit nga.
Okay, last
At any
question.
rate, whatever it is, actually, that bridge is under the warranty of the contractor.
All right. Just as a last question, Secretary, handa naman po ang DPWH makipagtulungan dito po sa ikinakasang investigasyon ng Senado, sir?
Yes, opo. I think I would just like to find out. To say that actually itong tulay na ito was actually initiated during the past administrations. Just so happened that the collapse nangyari lang dito sa administration na ito. So we will try to.
That is correct, sir.
We will of course cooperate to the best that we can actually.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan.